515 Global Energy presenta CEO Webinar. Cambia la tua vita con 515. Presentano Tom Cummins e Simona Mindrescu.
Ciao tutti, CEO webinar time. I'm still here live in the United States. Really working so hard to get back to you guys in person. I want to make this announcement that on May 12th, which is just about 1 month from now, man, we got a beautiful hotel. We've done this national event there before. The service is phenomenal, but it basically holds 100 people, guys. We want the top 100 people there to come and see us and get there. So get your tickets immediately. Do not mess around with that, okay? And I am doing everything in my power to make sure that I personally am there, and I hope that you do so the same, that you do everything in your power to get there, because I really want to meet you. We have some amazing things to go over in person, and I'm so looking forward to it. All right, cool. So now listen, last week they had some software issues that we were not able to discuss the saldi, okay? We were not able to go over, who was rewarded. I have the data here. It was absolutely incredible. We had, so basically you have two ways you make money, right? As we know. And you make money every week. So you do the production in 1 week. It takes us a week to verify all the information, and then we pay you on the week. Sometimes if you do it early in the first week, we could pay it in the next week, but just work with this. 1 week to produce, 1 week to verify, then you get paid, and then you get paid every week thereafter, okay? And we work this program out to where you can put so much money, so much saldi into your pocket every week that you can take, and the average Italian will make about 1,200 to 1,800 euros a month take home. And with the 515, with very part-time, I'm talking maybe 5 to 10 hours a week, depending on what you do and how fast you are, you can double your income. You can make twice as much money as you are now. There's no investment on your part, no inventory, no training you have to pay for, no computers you have to pay for, all of that. And it's been a lot of work making this so. And guys, these numbers that you guys are making, this just blows my mind and how much money that you guys are making in immediate earnings, all right? Here's an example, right? So we come up with Francesca Morini, I believe it is. Now this was last week, I didn't have this data. A watt for 2 weeks is a watt, 2 weeks. And then this week here, came in here, made 450 euros this week. 2 weeks in it. Last week probably made 300 euros. This is what I'm talking about, how Francesca actually can come in here and just do this work that is not that hard. Yeah, you got to do something. Unless, like, I'm not going to give away free money, right? But it's not hard work, okay? You're not like using a shovel or a rake or anything like that. You're just using your mouth and talking to friends and sharing an opportunity for other people to make more money, to better their life. It's pretty easy, okay? Then you have Luciana. You know what? There we go. I think I said the first name right. Luciana, 5 weeks as a watt, came in here. Now check this out. I don't have the date since she actually started here, but this last week made 120 euros in immediate earnings, 870 euros in true-ups, okay? For a total of 1,261 euros. And in 5 weeks, made 4,206 euros. Come on, man. Where's this going to happen at? This is insane money, insane. John Marco, 4 weeks, Watt 60, 175 euros is immediate earnings, 375 in true ups, 300 euros in CEO bonuses, made 852 euros in 1 week. 852, and I promise you, Gianmarco wasn't working 40 hours a week, wasn't doing anything even close to that, and has already put in 4 weeks, 2,032 euros in his pocket. And it goes on and on. We've got Antonio, 3 weeks, Watt 15, 330, made 1,350 in less than 3 weeks. We come up here, Philomena Fortino, 2 weeks, Watt 15, in 2 weeks, Watt 15, and made 715 euros in the second week, 300 the first week, 1,000 euros in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks. Now, this is last week. I didn't have this data. This is where I'm going. And guys, that is what will change the condition of your life today. You don't have to wait years and years to build your network, to build your energy counts. You don't have to spend 2-3 years of not making any money and the hope of making money. No, you make the money today, this week, to change the condition of your life. You have better clothes, you eat better food, you go on better vacations, you can take care of your kids better, your wife better, your husband better. You can live a better life now. And then you keep building your business and you keep going on, and then you have this happen. So you spend every week building your current income, you enroll new associates, you enroll more new IGL customers, and you keep doing this, and you increase the level of your livelihood, you build your network, you get other people becoming successful, and all of a sudden, this residual income starts coming in, okay? You start earning money a little bit, and I mean it's a little bit, it's like 25, 35 cents on an energy account. But you start doing that on tens of thousands of energy accounts. Well, let me tell you what happens, all right? So here we come in here, is we had Elvira, the beautiful Elvira, before she actually is a group leader, been in 515 for about 4 years, okay? And she went ahead, and she's a group leader, and she's been working it. She works the business. She's a veteran. And the first week of April, okay, she gets about somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,020, over 1,000 euros put in her bank account before she lifts the finger with one of those beautiful nails that she has. It's just like, boom. This is a reward for having done the job on a weekly basis. You get paid on a monthly basis over time, this incredible amount of money for having be here. This is the thing that can change your life. And let me explain how. We come up here, Gabriele, okay? So now Gabriele, he's been working for years with 515, and he started off with somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,000 euros the first week of the month for having done the work he's done earlier. Nicola Stella, she comes up here, and again, now she's relatively new. She's been in here for, I would say, about 1.5 years. Okay, and first thing she did when she got up the first week of April, I'd say about 600 euros just shows up in her bank account. Now, this woman works hard every week and she makes good money every week, all right? Nicola has already made 7,000 euros in the first 3 months of 515 in 2024. But she comes in here, 600 of it this week came from all this work she's done over the past 1.5 years, all right? Moving up here, Alessandra Manelli. Again, she wakes up the first week of the month, last week, right? I didn't have this report, but last week, she had 2,000 euros put in her bank account. 2,000. This is a life changer, guys. And then she has the rest of the month to make it even bigger. Now, we move up to another one, Francesco Dovoli. So Francesco comes in here. He's a global leader. He comes up and he gets another $800 put into his bank account, just as the fact that he is the work that he's done over the past few years. It just starts off first week of the month. I'd say somewhere in the neighborhood of about 900 euros flows up into his account. And now we get into the two big dogs of the 515, starting off with Luigi Rolla. Luigi picks up, check this out, guys. He's getting somewhere around 6,300 euros stuck into his bank account the first week of the month. Now, Luigi works every day. I bet you he works 6-7 days a week like I do, right? And he's always cranking. I mean, he's always got something going on. He's always interested. He's already made in the first 3 months of the year 25,000 euros, all right? And there you go. He picks up another 6,500 plus his other commissions. The boy made 6,780 euros last week. There you go. It's just, that will change your life. And then the top guy in the entire network, Mr. Gani McCoy, he's been working at this for 6 years. 6 years he's been dedicating his life to this. So he wakes up the first week of the month and he makes like about 600-700 euros in regular weekly commissions. But then he picks up another, my goodness, probably somewhere in the neighborhood of about 13,000 euros. 13,000 euros goes into his bank account for all this work he's done. The fact that he keeps working, keeping it building, keeping it going, he makes a little bit on this large number of customers. And this has changed his life. And that's just 1 month, and we're going to about 4 weeks later. 4 weeks later, it's going to happen again. It's 8 weeks later, it's going to happen again. And it gets bigger, and it gets bigger, and it gets bigger, and it's a massive number. Last week, we paid out hundreds of thousands of dollars to associates. You can be one of them. This week, we're doing the same thing. As guys, the production this week. Now, this is one of the problems I run into. Okay, so everybody made huge amounts of money last week. I'm like watching the total number that we paid out. It was phenomenal, right? Now, one of the problems I always have with my salespeople is they get this huge amount of money, and then it's the Easter week. They have this vacation thing go on. It kicks in, they go, wow, I just picked up another 5, 6, 7, 800,000, 1,200, 5,000, whatever the number is. They just like, whoo-hoo, and they go on holiday, all right? Then my stats crash the following week because everybody's on holiday. So this is what happened. I don't have all these graphs to show you right now, but the recruiting, this was very interesting what I saw. The number of unique recruiters, it stayed up there. It was pretty impressive. I saw that. All the other stats and how many accounts we enrolled and how much happened, horrible, right? Because of the holidays, off a cliff. Now we're beating them back up again, but my God. But the recruiters, it went up, believe it or not. During the Christmas vacation, the number of people who recruited went up. I went unbelievable. Now, the number of recruits they got did go down, but we had more people doing it. But I like it. You see how it stayed up there in this nice range like this? It's very important. I mean, believe me, I live and die by these graphs because I want to make sure they're going well. Then, number of customers number of new associates who become customers. You can see that it's going to stay up in this number. Right around 85% of every person you sign up as an associate, they become a customer. And you can see this happening to your downline, your upline, everybody in the network. Now this is important. Now we're getting into, this is the percentage of Sparks who do their first PEA. So they become a customer, okay? Perfect, it's mission critical. We can go check. Now, they get their first customer from someone else. That is the start. This is where This is the first thing you do to build your business. This is how you get the kind of money that Gani and Luigi and all these other people are getting here, is getting them to get someone else to do it. Critical. So this is up there in the 44%. So we increased it about 10% from here to here, or from here to here. We keep pushing this higher and higher. Very important. Now this one is the most important stat of all, right? Is now that we've got them as a spark, they become a customer, and we get the first one. How many do we get them to become a watt? And at this point in time, you can see it was going down, 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 staying down. Now we've worked on it. It's going back up, 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 and we will push the hell out of this. This is so important. And right now we're at around 37%. And guys, I won't be happy until like 50% of the people we come in. We take first spark, get this up to around 60, 70%. And then we get this up to like 50%. Not everyone's going to do it, man, but the more we get to do it, the wealthier you'll become, the bigger the company will become, the more people across Italy we can help. This is how we make this is the stat, which is where we make our dreams come true, is how we're doing with making watts, all right? And then it's the number of them and the percentage of people coming in the front door. How do we do? This is where we get these two statistics, okay? And it did good. This is even during Easter. It was like, okay, it didn't, I'm like, wow, I'm impressed, right? Here we go. So watts were good. Watt 15 and 30, they look horrible. Watt 60s, unbelievable. Look at that. Oof, off there like this. And of course, the most important stat of all is how we grow the company. Just absolutely beautiful. This is the week where we have cancellations, like the way the system works in Italy. You have, 3 weeks, and then on the first week of the month, ARERA gives us, in the SII, gives us all the customers that canceled, that got taken away from us by other suppliers. It's competitive out there. I mean, we took customers from someone, they try to take them back. It's a fight. But I want you to see here, look at how steep that line is. Look at how steep this line is. Look at how steep that line isn't, all right? So this is like it went, okay, we lost a lot, but we had a loss, but not that bad. So this is good. This is beautiful. You got to take all the good stuff about it. So last week, we had, got to use my glasses here, on the recruiters. Page, guys, this is last week's production. Pages of people out there recruiting. We had a whole bunch of people who did 2 or more. We had 3 who did 3 or more. And we had 2 people who did 4. Amazing, okay? And one of the things I do is when I talk about how important, getting these sparks and all these guys here, the new watts, doing this, really, really, really watching, guys. I really watch what's going on, and I take the page of all the people who are working, and I can see, like here, I can see Andrea Graziano, if I said that right, made 2 sparks, but made a watt. Okay, well done here. Alessio made a watt, made a spark. Okay, Antonio Sacro made a watt, made a spark. Okay, Carl Giorgio made a watt 60. Claudio made a watt, made a spark. Okay, then I go a whole blank page, and I can go through all of these and see how your production is doing. And guys, this is important. This is our future. I'm there to build a company in Italy that will be huge, where you can do really well financially. I can do really well financially. And this is how we do it. So who's helping us? This is what's important. This is what we look at here. So coming down here, Martino Spira, he did a watt 15. He did another watt and plus 2 sparks. Hello. Marco did a watt and plus 4 sparks. Zeppiani, 3 watts. There we go. So I don't even know how Labasco, unbelievable. 3 watts in 1 week, right? And here we come down, Maximilio Riga, 2 watts and a spark, Mirko, a watt and 3 sparks, so on and so on. Simone, a watt and a spark. There we go, guys. Taking a look here, making sure, you know, it's like kind of Santa Claus, making a list and checking it twice, right? Now, again, this leaks production. All these people that actually signed up energy accounts, pages and pages and pages of them. But up at the top, huge number of 6+ winners. Plus we had one person who did 7 accounts, one person who did 8 accounts, 3 people who did 9. In Alessia Leteri did 17 accounts this week. All right, so fantastic there. Okay, guys, now for the pay for this week, again, we do the work 1 week. We validate everything, inspect it, make sure it's right, and then we pay. This is the week that we're paying for 2 weeks ago's production. Here we go. So check this out. 35 6+ game winners. 35. Unbelievable. Paying out thousands and thousands of dollars for the 6+ game winners. Okay? We had a Watt 15 winner. We had 22 Watt game winners. Again, thousands more going out on that game winner. We had thousands more going out on the Spark game. Look at this. I actually, using even my glasses, it gets so small I can hardly see. This is important, man. People get into 515 and within days, money goes into their bank account. Money. It's incredible. Okay? We had the booster game, a few hundred more dollars there. We had the build your watts and your Watt 60s and your Watt 30. That name, Scala tu Secesso, whatever that Italian word is. I'm going to get laughed at. What the hell? But again, guys, thousands of dollars, thousands of euros went out there for you getting that done. Unbelievable. All this money that we got paid here, it just keeps page and page and page of all the people that made a fortune this week. And we come down here, you know, you got Gianfranco, again, just 2 weeks into it as a Watt. 415 euros, guys. The second week, 415 euros. Made 200 euros his first week, okay? We come down here, Gianmarco Carano, 3 weeks, Watt 60 already, okay? And comes down here and is made 448 euros in just this short period of time. Unbelievable, all right? Then we come back here, Erica Di Caro, 2 months, Watt 15, 605 euros. You know, just over and over, guys. You know, the top dog this week was Martino, group leader, made 746 euros. All in weekly commissions. In 1 week, this is the weekly commissions that he got paid. So already made like 12,000 euros for the year. Unbelievable. It's going really, really, really super well. Everybody's killing it. And that was from Easter week, guys. That was the production from Easter week. Absolutely amazing. You're doing fantastic. Please continue to do so. Share everybody this opportunity, and please do everything in the world that you can to help you and your family to really flourish and have a phenomenal year. That's it for now. I'll talk to you next week. Hope to be back soon. Until then, 515 forever, baby.